Okay, so let's work a little bit more on a masking on the hair, mostly edges. And we already have one alpha. What I want to do, it's actually going just this edge right here. It's what I was more interesting. And we can combine those two masks together afterwards. You'll notice right here we have a channels, blue, green, red. What I'm looking, it's contrast between hair and background. Okay, and combinations, red actually give someone a skin tone, bright and blue give it darker, so probably red and blue most time it's what working in calculations for this. Okay, we'll select RGB, we'll go to image and going inside the calculations. Right here on calculations, be sure you're using our source that we selected. Next, I want to use a background copy, it's layer we created for both of them. And one will be red, another one will be blue. You notice already our hair become very dark, so that I'm going after. Also, I want to switch from multiply. Most time you will work with add or subtract. So we'll go to subtract. You see it's all dark, and we'll inverse our blue channel. So right here I have it, my hair start kind of appear. And again, I'm mostly looking just for the hair, for the edges. I don't really worried about face and other ones, because you remember our alpha we're already masking out. What it was missing, it's this edge of the hair. So next on the offset, let's bring a little bit down. I'm selecting and use it arrow keys to up and down to overall just make this background a little bit kind of offset darker. Okay, next what we want it is be sure it says to new channel, to select it. And let's click OK. You'll notice right here we have two alphas. So now we have it alpha 1 and we have it alpha 2. Alpha 2 have it our hair selected. So let's add a little bit more contrast to this mask. We'll Control L, we'll bring levels. Okay, and inside levels what we want to do is increase, bring right here, and also as black you can see we kind of readjusting. We don't want to have it too thick right there on the white, it doesn't look very good. So we want to keep it nice and thin hair, but at the same time we want to bring this contrast on the masking. Okay, I'm just looking maybe somewhere around right here. Again, we don't need too much details, just a little bit more interesting look on the mask. Okay, so right here we have it, our masks. Next, we can combine these two masks with calculation operation to bring best of both. Before we do this, I want to actually cut off some of this unnecessary stuff. I don't need it. So I'm going to select lasso tool and just very fast going right here around the hair. Very rough kind of selection. Okay, maybe go right here. Okay, we'll select inverse this, and by pressing Alt and backspace we'll just fill up with the color. So you can see all what we have, it is adjustment on this. You can also, if you want to go inside and maybe right here this area need rework a little bit better, so we can adjust them as well. Let's do on this one, we combine these two alpha masks together. Okay, so we're going image calculations again to create new mask, and right here we'll have it selected. Okay, let's go to background copy as well, and we'll have it alpha 1 and alpha 2. We can invert. If we need just preview, you can see how we have it now. Mask is done. As well, we can increase or actually bringing in a little bit more on a white. If you want it, you can always go to add if you prefer that way and rework a little bit more on a white, so we can preview different ways. You can go white in this. So let's switch and go with these ones. So you can preview right here. It's where kind of mask going in. Okay, also I'm setting offset. You'll notice we have a little bit grayish color, which is okay normally, because we'll use level adjustments. What I'm going after is a little bit decrease right here, this unwanted effect on the side. Again, I'm going kind of take it down a little bit more. Okay, that's look. You got to press OK. We created new level, and again Control L for this layer. And right here we can actually readjusting a little bit white color. So on the white level we can bring without having too much on that hair losing details. And just bring here, and you can see right here it's our mark kind of. Again, we can go all the way, but now we have a big look like a logs hair details, so probably around this way. Let's click OK, and right here we have it our mask. We can press Ctrl and click selected. In this case you can, there you go, now we have it our mask done by creating on layer when it's selected. So we have it our masking for the object done this point. Now we can refine the edges. So to refine the edges we'll go to our select, and we can click on refine mask. You also can press Alt Control R to go directly. Right here you'll notice we have it. Our mask, we can switch between different type of overlays if you prefer darker black or on a white. Okay, so let's look a little bit, probably with our background I want to go on a black right now, just look because it will be a little bit darker, so we can readjust this way. Okay. Let me just look on radius right now, it doesn't have it. On these edges right here, so let's rework a little bit on them. What I want to do is add just slightly feathering and a smoothness. Okay, wait, maybe too much. Okay, and just slightly softer edges. Okay, we can always click. Okay, show radius. Okay, and right here you can see the mask was already kind of nice, so we have it a little bit too much on the edges. So let's readjust. Softness. Again, I don't want to add too much color, and we'll just go add. Okay. We can also enable smart radius. It will allow to calculate for Photoshop based on the pixels and adjustment to other ones. Okay. So with these ones we do lose some of the details. Let's see, just reduce more. Okay, one thing by enable smart radius, how it will be calculating, so we can always click on and see the radius, the calculations it's preferred, and currently it's kind of grayish out area, so we can readjust just slightly. Okay, we can take, yeah, just smart color probably around 20 pixels, which should be fine. Also, I'm trying to work out this gray color that is after will kind of harder to pull out. pop-up contrast and just slightly smoother. So okay, I think this is look nice adjustment. We do lose some hair, but we still have it adjustment. And again, if you look, we have some grayish, we have a problem after to pull out. Okay, and this seems like radius work. Okay, let's preview this with the overlay and on a white, so it's look better. And we'll go ahead and click OK. You'll notice it will redefine our mask. And I think we're kind of done with this. So next, what I'm going to do, it is while this selecting, we'll just go drag and drop this in our scenery. And of course, you can see our colors kind of matching we done before, and with our mask already here. So I'm going to edit scale. Okay, I will just go hold down shift button so it's proportional scale, and we'll just scale this till it's you think it will match. So maybe about right here, this size is good. Okay, next, what I was saying, I want actually maybe placed around here, because kind of just see where we want to place it. Yeah, I think even if we placed around here will be kind of nice. Okay, next portions, what I'm going to do in next part tutorial, it's a little bit work more on the removing some small details on the skin and work a little bit more on dimensions.